Hey guys, we are live on YouTube. Sorry, I'm a minute late because I was waiting for somebody to stop talking that was in the chat. And I was being polite, I'm Canadian and all that, so I didn't want to interrupt him. Oh, and there's my audio is playing on my thing. I don't know why it started playing. It usually doesn't. But anyways, so we're live on YouTube Thursday night. 3 weeks. Well, almost 2 weeks
2.5.
until Beat the Creek that I'm leaving. So let's remove the spotlight, see who's in here. KBRC 13, Top Speed Mitchell is in his new shop with his new workbench. And he gave us a tour earlier. He kind of flipped the camera. We'll get him to do that again. Dennis is there with us, and Eric is there with us. Oh, let's spotlight. So the floor is nice and shiny, nice and painted. What's that, piece of carpet? You can't put carpet in there. You're going to be working with wood.
I know. What I was trying to stop the echo.
It's better.
That's it.
Getting there, man. Getting there.
Cool.
In there.
That's looking nice.
That's your spot when your wife gets mad at you and she sends you go play in your spot.
Go make me something in the garage.
What's up, Swampers? Kurt, ND Special, Big Head,
What's up, mamas?
Mamas.
ND Special is his first time viewer here. Welcome to RC Talk. This is the spot where we're going to talk about RC related stuff. Most of the time it's on road trucks and what's new, and sometimes we even talk shop. Kurt is in the chat. I don't know if he's going to join us.
Yeah,
he does, but he has eye problems. He's been having either allergies or something weird with his face. So
there's always something weird with his face. What are you talking about? Tell us something we don't.
Well, I'm
pink eye from the dog.
Yeah, pink eye from the dog. There's a story that goes around that his dog farted on his pillow, and then he was sleeping there. So that's what the story is, and we're sticking to it.
Yep. I'm building a trailer for my four-wheeler.
What's going on, John?
That looks like a big trailer.
That's going to be real big behind that four-wheeler.
Right?
No, for the four-wheeler.
To put it on.
Yeah.
Oh, you're building it, and you're building it so you can actually tow your trailer with it also.
Yeah, that's why it's long.
So it's a trailer to tow the four-wheeler with a trailer.
With a trailer, on a trailer. Yeah. Because this is where Duckman sits.
Okay. If I had that four-wheeler in real life, I would just flip the trailer on top of that four-wheeler and tie it down instead of getting a big long trailer. But hey, that's okay. To each our own. Radioactive, how you doing?
Dwayne, brother, what's going on?
What's up, Dwayne?
So for anybody, just to clarify that in 2 weeks, let me pop up the chat here. In 2 weeks, on the 2nd, I will not have RC Talk. Keith has volunteered to actually host an RC Talk on his stream on the 2nd. So
yeah,
we will not go live on my stream because I will be driving that night. Or actually, not driving that night. I should be at Beat the Creek Thursday, and the internet I hear is not that great. So
I do not have any.
Yeah, service isn't that great on top of the mountain there, so it's going to be hit or miss.
Yeah.
Did you talk to Chris already about him putting you on his list?
He said yes.
Perfect.
But the problem is, I asked him 2 questions. I asked him, can you put me on the list? And then I asked him another question before he finished, and then he replied yes to both questions. So I'm not sure if he was replying to the first question or the second questions, but I will clarify with him again. But I don't see any problem.
Yeah, because if you're going to be there Thursday, as long as he has you on the list, they'll let you right in.
Yeah. Oh, I'll even find out from him when he's actually leaving. So he might be leaving also on Wednesday to arrive there on Thursday. So I'll try to arrange it maybe to drive behind him or with him close by because he's probably going to take his Winnebago down.
Oh, he's cut out.
Yeah, it'd probably be cheaper for him to do that than it would to get a room there, because right now I think everything close by is booked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I looked today. There's no. And if there is something, it's expensive.
Right. And if there's any openings, it won't be until probably Tuesday or Wednesday at the soonest that's going to be close, because there will be some rooms available in one of the hotels that are just booked just in case.
Get a block of rooms and say, I need this many rooms for this organization, and they
Correct.
always have extra rooms.
Right. And I know there are some people that were going
That are not.
that aren't going to be going now because it's a conflict with their schedule,
Okay.
which it's not like you're going to miss 5 or 6 people that are saying that they can't make it now because I think they've already exceeded last year's attendance just on the going and interested on their event page.
Oh, tell me about it. Like I'm hosting an on-road event just the weekend before. And right now I got 54 people interested and going to like the whole list, and it's never
Right.
been that high. So I'm kind of nervous now because if I get that many people, um, we're going to be there for a while. But if we start to get a lot of people like that, I'll have to do it even earlier than I usually do, just to make sure that everybody can race.
Right. And what I've noticed over the last couple of years is we're going to Beat the Creek. When you see an event posted, it doesn't say going, it just says interested.
Yeah.
And everybody just hits that. And so what you have to do is take it with a grain of salt, saying, yeah, they said they're interested, they're thinking about it. No, that means they're going to be there.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of people on the list
Yep.
that are there every year that I've talked with and that I've seen. And as of right now, it says 837 going and 1.1 thousand interested.
Mhm.
So they're at close to 2,000 already just on the event page. And that's not including the people that don't even bother with the event page because they know when the dates are and they just go. So that could be another 200 or 300 people. But it's gonna be good. They've done a couple changes as far as their list of events throughout the weekend. There will be no hill climb this year, so they're doing the Crick Run, which is a timed event.
The what run?
The Creek Run.
There you go. That's better.
Crick. And they're also doing a poker run throughout
20,
all the trails.
like 23 RCs putting on that poker run, isn't it?
Yes. So I want to try to be part of that. And I'm going to run something that I know is going to make it on every trail. And so far, I have two that I know I will not have an issue with out of the 5 or 6 that I'm going to bring.
Yeah,
Prove it.
I think I got 3 for sure.
And I gotta
They
weigh
were already because they
I
weren't.
gotta weigh my pulling sled and see if I can get more weights for it, so I can make it more challenging for some people.
You have to have at least 40 to 50 pounds of weight that you could add to it.
Are you nuts? Your car can't pull that.
Shit.
You crazy.
Shit.
Crazy.
It's on dirt. You'd be
Yeah.
surprised.
Right?
That
It's
one,
not on,
that
it's
one,
not on like concrete or asphalt where there is no grip when
Right.
you're pulling something that heavy, but
now,
trust
if you like his crazy people that was at the at Georgia at that Zombapalooza, and you've got a purpose-built truck that weighs 20,
70
40,
pounds.
40 pounds, then yeah, you're going to need about 40, 60 pounds to pull. But as far as everybody going with trail trucks, I
It-
used my Mighty FC that weighed in at 9 pounds. I struggled to pull. Oh, shoot. 6 pounds?
yeah,
Really?
it all
Josh would
depends.
be Josh would be able to tell you better because he might remember the weights, but
It all
you'd be
depends what kind of
surprised.
surface we have when we do our little setup just for fun. It all depends on the surface we have.
yeah, because it's not gonna be stamped down. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be, it may not be the right dirt.
Yeah,
Well,
it might be grassy area where
Yeah.
nobody's getting traction.
I guarantee you after the first 4 people go,
They'll be
it's going to
right.
turn it into a damn powder anyhow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's the same thing that they got into is, once you get some guys chewing on that stuff, it turns it into a powder.
Right. So now you got just tiny little marbles that you're running on.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Josh?
What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's up,
What's up,
Guru?
Guru?
What's up, Josh?
Looking good,
Josh,
Guru.
what was the best weights that we pulled at that Zombapalooza on that pull? Was it like 2 pounds or 4 pounds or something?
I think you got stuck like right around 4 pounds.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I didn't post the video, but I should probably go back. Well, no, I didn't. I only just did the run itself. So
It was
Well,
just
I
a
don't
little
remember.
over 4 pounds. It was a little over 4 pounds on the
And
deadlift. Is what
that
you're
was
talking
after
about?
all the rain, though, right? That's
well,
after all the rain came through and everything started
Oh,
drying
but
up.
that ground had dried up to rock.
Really?
it's like yeah, they call it the Georgia clay. That shit's like bright red and
Yep.
Oh
Georgia
yeah, if it's
State.
bright red, that's clay.
yeah, it
That-
was. But it was very tacky. Like, I mean, the only time it was slick, and Josh would tell you, is when it was wet. 3 seconds.
That's what she said.
But I don't think you're going to need 10, 15 pounds would probably be the max that you would need, unless somebody's got a 40-pound purpose-built pulling truck.
Right.
Well, plus it depends on how much a sled weighs too, because they're all different weights.
Yeah, and that's what I
One
was
guy pulled-
wondering. To measure the weight, do I measure the total weight of the sled, or do I put it just a front on a scale to measure just a front?
You got to measure the whole sled empty,
Yeah, total weight.
and then whatever weight you add to that, you got to add the sled weight and that total weight.
Like the one that I pulled with my wife's cross truck, the sled alone was 15 pounds.
Okay.
And then we did an additional 35 pounds in it for me to pull. Because we just did a test run on it empty and I could drag it around all day.
Oh yeah, empty. It's easy to drag empty.
So we just kept going gradual with the weights. And once we got to the 35-pound additional weight, that's where instead of was it 38 feet? Instead of going 38 feet, I think I went 27 feet.
How does that work anyways? I know it goes up, but
Anybody
what's
need
the
a motor?
mechanism to make it go up?
Motors are always good.
Yeah, these are, I'm just collecting them, and so far I have 8. I know
Oh,
I've got, 9, 10. Oop.
Cool.
Just in case, Eric, bring them with you to beat the creek.
Oh, I have 2 backups already, so that's 12.
No. For you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Keith, I don't know how Tanks is, but the ones I've seen, the rope is hooked to the axle, and as it rolls, the rope wraps around the axle, and it pulls the bed up through a pulley system.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
new
good.
ones
Okay.
are chain driven.
I was going to say there's others that are chain driven do the
Yeah.
same thing.
And nowadays, when you do a legal by rules, it has to be chain driven. You cannot use a rope ones anymore for some odd reason. I guess they want people to spend money or whatever. But
Rope stretches.
Consistency.
probably the rope
Consistency.
stretches.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
depends on what kind of rope it is, it may have a little elastic slack in it. So when you actually pull, it may pull at the beginning and then it jerks it forward, something like that. That's
Maybe,
what I read last night.
maybe, but we do it for fun. We're not professional. We're just gonna have fun.
Oh, yeah.
I'm turning one of my drag cars into a puller, and I'm taking my, I think I'm gonna take my XX3 that I don't use and turn that into a 4x4.
Oh yeah, cool.
Not that hard.
Be hooking up the SCX6 and see what that sled's made of.
No, that's too big.
What? Come
Cheater,
on.
cheater.
Hank, you gonna have yours done?
So,
I'm gonna
puller?
have what done? My puller? No, it
Yeah,
won't be
no.
done. It won't be ready for that. And plus, I got too many, too much stuff to bring, so I'm not gonna bother
Yeah.
bringing that. We had a guy earlier asked about RC every day. It was Blitz Customs. He asked about to see the truck from RC every day again. I don't know if he's still there. I haven't seen him chat again, but if you're there, chat about it. I do have the page up and we can talk about it when you're ready. But the first thing I wanted to talk about, which you guys probably don't care much about, but let's talk about it anyways.
Don't care.
It is RC related.
Oh boy, it's Amaya.
Nope,
Mhm.
Red cat.
the red cat.
dancing bed.
Bed bouncer.
Yeah, the dancing bed from Red Cat. It looks cool. They're taking a deposit on it, and it's going to be ready um, near the end of the year, near December or early next year. So there's a lot of rules here, a lot of things that talks about it. I'm not going to make to read all about, but we'll go through the pre-order. There is no limit. If you spend $400, you'll get a $400 limit for 4 of them. Price will not go over $700. They're saying for the special edition. They're going to call this the Founders Edition. So you're going to get a Facebook link to go, and then they're going to be talking about what to put on it. Chrome chassis or chrome axle or whatever, and that's what you're going to be getting. Special paint jobs and so on.
So you're actually going to be part of the build design on it.
Yeah, the build design of the Founders Edition. And
Is
Yeah,
that
but
one?
it holds the money for about 6 months though.
yes.
Yeah. This
One
is the
thing-
one you talked about a while back ago that they were going to do like a program for it.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Now, looking at the side view, I think the scale is okay, but the wheels are way too friggin' small. Come on.
But it's
Well, not necessarily.
lowrider,
If
though.
you look at a low rider and you look at some of those trucks have Dayton's on them, and Dayton's are very small.
Right.
Really,
12,
people-
13s.
A lot of
Yeah.
people took the 14 and 15-inch wheels off of them, but put 13s on them.
Yeah,
right? Because I do
13-inch
not know.
babies.
I do not know we don't have these trucks around here, so I don't know what they look like. I think
That's
it's a
a
cool
decent-
idea.
I
If
mean, I'm
Brad
sure
was here, he could show you on a website what they actually look like.
So it
Yeah, I'll
is a
show you.
rendered. Sorry, what?
I'll show you. I'll pull up some charts. Go ahead, Tank. I'm sorry.
It is a rendered image. Right now the servos are not in there. It is probably going to spin. I watched the Red Cat video. If you go on the Red Cat YouTube, he talked about it for about an hour and a half, and pretty intensive what he explains on it. Somebody asked a question: is it going to spin? He never got around to answering that question. Another question I had, and I was wondering if somebody was going to ask, is nowhere does it tell you what scale it is.
What's the it's the founders it's founders edition, right? So the founders can
Yes.
make it.
I don't know. And at near the end of the video, probably 30 minutes before it ended, somebody did ask the question twice, is it a 1/10? And he actually skipped the answer to question. So
He
he
probably
did
doesn't
not
know.
answer that question.
Well, I think that he knows, he just doesn't want to let that out yet.
Probably, but I'm very curious if it is a 10th scale or is it 12th scale or 18th scale, because all the ones I've seen on the market right now, they're little tiny guys. They're not big, and they have micro servos here. So I was trying to look at the screw here, the rendering of the screw. If it's M2, it could be M2s, or if it's M3s, then we're okay. It's hard to tell if it's going to, what scale it's going to be.
In my opinion, you would want that to kind of like correspond with the other truck that they made. So
The
at
cars and the truck,
1/12,
Yeah, the other cars.
yeah, the other cars, you know what I'm saying? So a 1/12 wouldn't look right as a dancing truck if they wanted to do a car show and have all the little different bodies, including the deluxe edition or whatever that special edition was with the bouncing car. You know what I'm saying? You talking about that'll look nice, but if you put a 1/12 in there,
That's
hey
a little
brother,
bit of
all scales matter, but that'll look crappy as hell.
that's a little bit of money
Yeah.
too for 1/12 scale, $700.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
And they're asking here for the Red Cat dealers not to place an order on this site, that you will receive an email. One of the dealers did comment on my channel saying that he was chatting to one of the reps there, and he was saying even if the dealers, well, I don't know if he asked for the dealers, but the sales rep told him, even if you give me a deposit, now that guy was talking to the dealer, it does not guarantee that you'll be on the order list of the Founders Edition. But I think that's for dealers. So if the dealer doesn't go through this site and spend $100, they might not get the release. It's just like the 64. When it originally came out, you had a pre-release and people could actually order them. He did, and he never got it because they gave the orders to the people first before the hobby shops.
Right.
Now, I think this might happen also for this truck. So I'm thinking that guy was talking to him concerning the dealers and not what's on the website. Now, on the website, it does say if you give $100, you are on the list, and there's no quantities, there's no reserved quantities. In other words, if there's 1,500 people that gives a pre-order, they're going to do 1,500 of those version of the Founders Edition.
Well, maybe they're going to do it as a 100% custom build that can't be done through a dealer and has to be done direct, like a direct buy instead of it through a dealer.
Yeah, because a lot of people were saying, can I place my order through my dealer instead of doing it from your website? And he said, no, you cannot order your Founders Edition through the dealer. You have to go through the website.
Sounds like a direct build and buy thing.
Yeah.
Right. I was just going to say that they're going to build it to your spec.
There you go, Tank.
It is cool. It's something new. It's something they're trying. He does explain a little bit on the YouTube video. If you guys want to watch it, just YouTube search on Red Cat and you'll find it.
You was talking about those small tires. You see how most of these have small tires.
Them bouncers blew up though, man. Certain places.
Yeah, that's true. They're all pretty small tires.
Yeah, you're not gonna find it. It's mostly gonna be in California.
Yeah,
you're not gonna find anything like that anywhere else. Well, maybe Thailand and maybe Australia, New Zealand, like that. But in the States, only in California. Mostly in California. I put it that way.
Yeah,
and a lot of those trucks are frame drop, so they cut the floor out to bring the frame up through the floor to make the body sit lower. So they only have so much inner fender, so they have to run smaller tires.
True.
That was the thing back in the 80s and 90s.
Yep.
Frame
drop and bag them.
Yep.
It's interesting that Red Cat is starting that. Just like the 64, the dancing car. When they originally came out, a lot of people were saying, well, that's stupid. Who's going to buy that? And it created its own energy. And a lot of people bought it and bought a whole bunch of them also. And especially it created its own little category of people, which was kind of interesting. And I think this truck is going to do the same thing. Is it going to be as wild? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
What's funny about the 64 when it first came out is all the bumpers broke off.
Yes. Mine was okay. It never broke off. Mine arrived okay. I did put my name on the list just in case. And I did receive the spare bumper. I did receive everything. So I have a spare bumper for the front, and all the parts came in. So I have not a problem.
They were cool though.
Anywhere else, but car shows here are now RC car shows also, and you'll see a lot of those bouncing cars at show and shines, because you have your 1-to-1s and you have a whole another section of RC cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've got real big with all the lowrider shows in California and Florida. So most of the guys that have the lowriders, they're the 1-to-1s, are buying them and building them to their car.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot going on with them now. I'm surprised that they are able to keep up on them.
Kurt, there's no way you had a 75 Chevy Love slam ground. You had a 1980 Camaro with airbags and you had a mullet.
In the front, part in the back.
Well, not airbags, air shock. I'm sorry, air shock. So it'd be pumped up with the rate.
Yeah.
Another thing that came in this week is the Arlarlo.
120-pound baby.
On their Facebook page, they showed a couple things, and now they're showing they have upgrades for one of their bashers, the new bashers, which is kind of cool. But this is a video of the new 7th scale Jeep that they're going to have. I'm not going to play the video, but it looks interesting. Lots of cool kind of specs for this thing. It is huge.
It's got what, six servos or something in it?
Yeah.
5.
It does have a Lexan shell, so it's not going to be that heavy, but it's still going to be big. Censored brushless motor. It's going to come in a couple different versions, a brushed and brushless version.
Yeah.
They're
still
called
waiting.
hardened chrome plated steel gears. I looked at the gears for the transmission. They're not chrome. The bearings are chrome, but not the, anyways, we'll look at them.
Mhm.
I think it's a Chinese translation thing that got missed somewhere.
Hardened chrome steel is just a different type of steel.
Oh yeah? Okay, so it doesn't look like chrome.
Correct.
Okay. So it's selectable two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive transmission.
I think its proper term is chrome vanadium, I think.
Okay. They do have a censored brushless version available and a brushed version available. Now it doesn't say, well, it says the RPM, it doesn't say how many turns it is.
They had a crazy amperage. It's like 120 amp DSC in it.
Yes. Capable of pulling 1 to 2 ton vehicle?
Ton vehicle.
Across a horizontal surface.
So basically, if you got to be on a flat surface, you can pull a 1 ton, 4,000 pound vehicle.
Yeah. Locking diffs, which is nice. 3-link panhard. So it is a chassis mounted turbo and not a axle. So here's the gears. When you look at the gear, to me, I kind of found that funny. That doesn't look like chrome. The bearings look like chrome, but that's not.
There's black chrome.
There is black chrome. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of impact sockets that you buy are chrome vanadium and they're black.
Okay. Now here's the wheelbase, attack angle. Batteries in the center.
Oh, there's an update.
Here's the ESC for the brushed version, which is 140 amp.
Wow.
Blow some shit up.
Well,
I'm interested.
And
It's all going to be about that ending price.
Yes.
Right. I'm thinking close to 8.
Oh, what's the 6?
Okay.
The 6 is what? 1,000?
1,100.
Close to it. Yeah.
Oh, is it really? Well, I scratched that. Double that.
Well, it might be under 1,000 because of where it's coming from.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be under 1,000. It's coming from Rilaro.
Oh, I think
700.
Yeah, I think it's going to be under 1,000.
I think it's
700.
over 1,000.
700.
It does come with an 8-channel remote for all the stuff you need to put, and we'll see how many servos it's got. It's got cool LED lights, like odd shape, and it's got forward, reverse flashers and all that. So looks like it's got little turning signal here. It does look like it's got lights, but it might be just reflectors on the mirrors. I don't know. But here's the servos. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 servos. I hope you can independently lock the front and the rear diff by itself, and that they're not together.
Oh, it is under 1,000. 959.
They put a price there somewhere?
Or are you talking about the SX6?
Yeah, I'm talking about the this right here.
Okay, okay. So
So they
it's coming
released
in
the
May.
price then?
They have some of them in stock, but it's on another website. But that's for style. Let's see, style A is, what is that? The here, I'll just go to the site. Hold on.
So the wheelbase is 17.25 axle to axle. And the overall is 28 inches. Bumper to bumper.
I've never heard of this website. First time I'm seeing this website.
Mhm.
I'll look for something too on my side.
Here we go. Oops, wrong button. Share. See, now this is the brushless one. This one's different.
$679. That seems too cheap.
Yeah, that's what I said, but it said save.
$700.
It's not
Save.
$700.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that website.
Now, when you click on it, what's that say?
Yeah, $9.89.
And that's just for the brushless. Now
The regular one is 700.
all these are brushless.
That's like y'all.
But I don't know what I don't know where the site is. Where the site is. Hold on, let me see. So, oh, never mind. China.
It was all a dream.
It is a nice looking tree, aside from the Jurassic Park theme.
Yep.
Well, they got different deliveries of it.
It's Dinosaur Park.
I don't know.
Dinosaur
I think the Jurassic Park theme is a little cool.
Let's see. That's Jurassic Park.
It says Dinosaur Age.
Or yeah, Dinosaur Age.
Yeah.
That does not say Jurassic Park.
I like
Yeah.
that green one.
Yeah.
Green.
Green. It's too much green.
What? Did you just say what I think you said?
For the price. The price is too much green.
That's a lot of green, bud.
Yeah. It sure
Super
is a
green.
lot of green.
So I did send him a message and I told him, if you want me to review one for you, send me one. I never got a reply, so don't know it. I don't think I'll get a reply, but
Be surprised.
yep, could be.
I mean, if you don't know until you ask.
Yeah, you can't.
They expect Amazon to send me that shit.
No. The other thing I saw this week, Fly Sky RC.
Oh yeah.
They're saying something big is coming. See you at a Hobby Expo booth. Noble NB4 Pro Plus. So I don't know what they're going to change or what they're going to do to it. I have no idea, but something is coming.
Okay, that's beautiful. Nah,
I do not own any Nobles, so I have no idea. I've heard good things about it,
That's a Kurt thing.
but
He has one. No, Josh, don't you got one?
I got an NB4 and a Pro. Love it.
okay, so some of us do have some.
Yeah.
I have the NB4. Me and Jericho have them for our comp trucks and racing.
And you don't anymore?
No, we have them.
Oh, you have them. Okay.
Oh, for anybody that has Red Cat receivers that don't know what to do with them, send them to me.
What are you going to do with that?
Don't worry about it. Just send them to me.
You going to link them to your new radio?
Yes.
Cool.
So instead of having 2 12 channels, he's going to have 8 4 channels hooked up to it.
No, it's because it's just some of my RCs are not going to have any lights whatsoever. Like the like the Focus. It's
Mhm.
not gonna have any lights because that's gonna be a speed car.
So Losi is coming out with a Losi 8 XE that's going to be ready to run.
You go there.
So usually before the racing buggy always came as a kit, and we talked about it last week because people like building it their own. But right now, for the new beginners, maybe some of them would want to buy a ready to run and just put it on the track and go. So it's got some cool specs. It will come with electronic. Problem with coming with electronic, depending where you race, they do restrict you on some electronics sometime, depending on the car or the race.
Let's say, yeah, it all depends on the class and
Yeah.
what you are and where you are.
Yeah,
But
first thing to go in that would be the radio.
True.
Right?
Seriously.
Especially if it's the same setup that they have in the Rift with the radio and ESC.
What's up?
All the 2-in-1.
No, it's a separate ESC and receiver. The receiver and ESC that they put in the Rift is nothing but an issue since day one. You continuously have to rebind them.
Yeah, it's a Spectrum DX3 transmitter that comes with it.
Yep.
I got yeah.
You got what?
Crabs.
Urban Legend, what's up?
Over here working on my Rift. When
What's
he
up,
said
bud?
that
They did put an ad here for the Rift. Rosie Baja Ray, that's 2 days ago, has been a firm favorite of RC Fan. We have been refining and improving this design, and now they have a Losi Baja Ray 2.0.
What is this? Oh,
Which is cool. Baja Ray's kind of nice. Now, anybody heard about RCMK?
Never heard of them.
It's a Korean short course truck from Korea.
they can stay in Korea.
man.
Somebody sent me this link to look at it.
Was it Brad?
Yes.
Wonderful.
To tell you the truth, when I look at this, I just don't like the look of it. I don't know, something's weird.
Why does it have that Ray look?
Yeah, a little bit.
It looks like a Slash with a laser nut body.
But
Yeah.
it is a 5th scale.
That looks like a KB's toy special.
It kind of does look.
KB.
This one's a little bit.
No, remember KB toys at the mall?
And the
Yeah.
giraffe. Yeah, where's the giraffe at?
That last picture I just showed, I don't know why the Korean or Japan always do that, but when they show you something and they go, look how big this guy is, and they stick it right in your face like really far, like this thing's huge. Like it's, I don't know.
That's the best way to
compensating
do
for
it.
something.
Stick it in their face and tell them it's huge.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Compensating.
Yeah, it's like
so
he can
huge,
get in the damn car and drive it.
almost, yeah. Like
Yeah.
you can be in it and drive it.
Yeah,
Or
but you
maybe
see that
he's
he's
just that small.
on that picture. You see he's knelt down on the ground.
Yeah.
Trying to make it look like he's climbing in it.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Does
No
come
green.
It got a Max and a Pro edition.
The one has a tire, one doesn't.
So Max, Pro, and Roller.
Well, I like how they use the same but different wording to describe their truck like Traxxas does. World's fastest in RC for Traxxas. And this is some of the world's strongest.
Yeah, it's true.
I think they're just all jumping on the bandwagon trying to come up with something.
Brian,
Oh,
Brian
look
can
at
afford this
that.
to be tried.
Slogan
It
sell.
It looks strong. There's a lot of metal in there, that's for sure.
ESC has a capacity of 200 amps. Supports up to AS.
So it's
A
no
lot
longer,
of bling blings.
so it's no longer a short course truck. It's
Yeah.
a basher.
Related parts are also sell in the shopping mall.
35 inches long by almost 20 inches wide.
It's almost 3 feet.
Very good.
No, 25 is 35. Yeah, it's almost 3 feet. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, 36 inches is 3 feet.
This is American math, not Canadian math.
Yes.
Hey,
Feel free to contact us.
Here you
Send
go,
them email,
Johnny.
tell me you'll
Go
test
get a
it.
review. Get one. Review it.
Another thing that's coming out is the classic 40th anniversary kit of the RC10 limited edition. No, I'm not
John,
sure.
was that more expensive than yours?
What's that?
Was that more expensive than your clear?
How much is that?
379.
380.
Was that Canadian or US?
That's US.
Was 360? 59 or something like that? I can't remember.
I thought your clear was cheaper than that.
I think so too.
I don't know. Let me run it inside real quick here.
Could go look and have a look in a second. It's the gold pan. It's built almost like it was way back when, which is kind of cool.
They even got an old school dynamite stick battery in there like that.
Yeah, but I think these are old advertising pictures of it because
Yeah.
this is the original handmade one they made. Now we go to Associated and go to RC Car and Truck. So here's the classic 40th anniversary was
Okay, 320.
was 320.
Yeah.
Clear edition
That's
439.
that's the RC B6. That's not the
Oh.
RC10 Clear Edition.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know why they did that, but whatever.
Yeah.
I said the Clear Edition, I think, is pretty much gone. There it is.
Classic Clear Edition. Open up that one and we'll go back and open
But they
up.
got another one coming out, like a gold something.
Yeah. They're doing a gold pan now. That's individually numbered.
So 399, and this one was, well, it was there earlier with pre-order.
379.
Yeah, I think it was 379, I think it was.
Yeah.
Well, I had it earlier. Anyways.
Yeah, the gold edition was 379.
Then you have the clear edition. And what I found this week was kind of interesting is this thing.
Ball diffs.
Ball diff for the TTO2 or the XVO2. I did not know that you could get a ball diff for the TTO2.
Yep.
I might be getting that just for fun, just to try it out.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice to have too.
Me too.
I know I put a set in my
I just wanted to make it work. Okay.
Okay.
and I love them.
It looks like it comes with a. There's only one of them, which is okay. You order two, then you can put one in the front, one in the rear.
Yeah,
Yeah, but being four-wheel drive, you want to be able to lock the back up a little bit more than the front.
You can adjust it with the tightening.
Yeah. But when you're doing on-road racing, I think it might be nice having that to go around corners. I don't know.
It's
If it works like the one in the Blackfoot, you just can tighten that screw that goes through.
Yeah.
It's kind of dancing with the devil, having it too tight and too locked up to go around.
Well, it's like having oil. Like some people play with the different.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But having it that you can tight it and like release it, it's playing with the devil, like you mentioned, is I guess when it gets old or used, you got to keep tightening it or you got to keep playing with it. So
There is a lot of maintenance on it.
Not only that, but it's so easy to blow the diff out.
yeah.
Either have it too tight or too loose, and boom, you're gone.
Oh, I know. I had that on my little. I had a little monster truck from HPI way back when, and I still have it on top. And let me tell you, that thing when you were doing donuts and just doing donuts, all of a sudden it just seized up, and it didn't move anymore because everything melted in there. Like all the diff, the balls got too hot, and it just melted. It just seized everything.
Your balls got too hot, put them bad boys on ice.
No, even if you put ice on those bad boys, they didn't come back. They
So
were
don't
dead.
think if you have a ball diff, well, I guess in certain applications it would work, but in the way we ride, nah.
Losi NXT Stadium two-wheel drive truck had that back in the day. Nitro, that same type of system.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like it's new technology.
Well,
or
no.
I'm just saying, it's
janky. It's old school setups.
I watch so many guys on a weekend tearing apart their buggy based oval cars for them stupid diffs that I'm like, you know.
Didn't some of them systems back in the day have wave plates in them too? So that way you got a little bit of a stop and go, stop and go, stop and go.
Okay. Not sure.
Yeah, some of them did. And then you also had the option of a thicker disc to put over the bearing versus a thin disc.
Yep.
The thin disc was just for more or less high traction areas. The thicker ones, you could lock them down more and it wouldn't carve into the plate as fast with the bearings.
I think I just tightened the hell out of it so it didn't move and I didn't worry about it.
And then you have locked diffs.
It was a nitro two-wheel drive buggy.
Okay.
Like it was really going to make that much of a difference.
And like Swampers was saying, you used to use a ball diff in the rear and a one-way bearing in the front.
Okay.
And that was more for the on-road where it would help you turn, even though your front diff had the same lockup. as a rear.
Mm,
As soon as you turn it, it would start to work as an open diff.
Okay, but here's my question. Why?
For steering, for
You're
turning.
feeling nostalgic?
No, that was for back in the day when they didn't have the option to run both as a lock or
Well, you can talk
an
about
adjustable ball diff.
that and get this.
So you just put a one-way bearing in the front, so it would act as an open diff as soon as you start turning. The one wheel starts turning faster, the other side will slow down and not tear up the front end.
Yeah.
We used to use those a lot in the nitro racing.
Yeah, Swamper's saying way back when I was racing the TAO2, I use a ball diff in the rear and a one-way bearing diff in the front. I guess it's a style of racing that you want to do with your car, and I guess you got to get used to also how it handles. So if you try to race and modify it, then you have to learn how to race that car, because as soon as you start tweaking it, you have to learn how it's going to handle around those corners.
And the other thing with the ball diffs like that is they work really well going forward, but as soon as you apply throttle for reverse, they will loosen up.
Oh yeah.
That's like the one-way bearings. You could not reverse with them. It would lock them up real fast. So a lot of guys used them on road because back then you weren't allowed to use reverse at all.
No.
If you got tied up, you had to wait for a marshal.
Yeah, most C's back then didn't have reverse anyways.
A lot of the racing still has no reverse.
True. You got to disable it.
Well, I know drag racing, I don't have any reverse.
You don't need
I
it.
have well, no, I'll take that back. I have like 2% reverse.
Yeah,
You're supposed to say
it's-
back when you used to drag race. Now you're a tractor.
Yeah, back when I used to drag racing. Because I did sell all my drag tires.
Back in the day.
Did you get bib overalls and like some kind of trucker hat for your tractor pulling?
Look, let me tell you something. Me and my wife were having this conversation last night because we saw something on TV, and I said, "Look, I'm black, and I won't even go into that neighborhood because I'm too white of a black guy." So
I just wanted to see bib overalls in 6'7".
I am not 6. Actually,
That's a lot of fabric.
Hey, I used to have a pair of coveralls, and I wore them out.
Yeah. Were they guess?
Yeah, where'd you wear them out to?
Probably. There's probably a pair of guess bibs back when it was cool.
No, they weren't
in the
Guess,
early
they were
90s.
Levi's.
Either Guess or Caparici.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you wore Jordache, so shut up.
Sure.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Jordache and Calvin Klein in your closet.
No,
when
Calvin.
Dennis got fancy, he got Bugle Boy jeans out.
Bugle Boy. Nice.
Damn, that's going way back. Got it at Miller's Outpost.
Oh, shit.
With them pants, they weren't jeans, but when you walked, they went
Corduroy.
Corduroy.
Corduroys, yeah.
That's
You don't
still
see
in
a lot of
style
those
in
anymore.
Canada, isn't it?
Yeah, that's still in style, believe it or not.
I think that's tuxedo, isn't it?
No.
Oh, Tank, I wanted to ask you a question. It has nothing to do with RCs, but you and your walk, when you walk across the road, do you have bricks?
You muted yourself mid-question.
Yeah, I did not hear that question. The thing where it got muted all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it wasn't RC related. I don't know. The stream just like muted yourself. It was really weird.
What's up, Josh?
going on, Josh?
Welcome in, Josh.
What's up, Gabe?
Hey,
Hey, Gabe.
Bash Boy. Hey, you ordered the RC10?
He said he pre-ordered the new RC10. Can't wait to build it.
It does look cool.
RC Everyday also pre-ordered the Red Cat bed dancer. I saw that on his Facebook page.
Nice.
What's up, Sarge?
And
Yo, what up? What's good with you?
So, what's up?
Pretty
What's up,
rough, Tank. You're pretty rough.
No, go ahead. What was your question? Sorry, I won't mute
I
you
know
again.
you're just messing. No, because you're going to mute me again.
No, go ahead.
And your sidewalks, did you have bricks you can throw at the cars?
No.
And somewhere in Canada, I seen that they have like bricks in a bag. When you walk across the street, you pick up a brick because the cars like to run the
Oh,
people
I
over,
seen that. I seen that.
right?
Everything,
Yeah.
if you see stuff on YouTube or Facebook, don't believe everything you see.
I don't know. It looked staged pretty well.
Yeah,
But they look like foam bricks too.
didn't they? They looked like foam bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
grab the brick out of the bag and start to walk across the street, and people stop.
Yeah.
That's a
I
good
dare you. I
deterrent.
double dog dare you.
That's a good deterrent because yeah, you can go make some foam bricks from Michaels and paint them up real good. And, yeah, run that red light again. I'm throwing a brick at you.
It's like people doing the same thing when they come up to them on a crosswalk and they don't want to stop. Then they act like they step over something and then keep walking. And then they don't know if they should go. If there's something there, then they back up. That shit's hilarious.
Or how about the ones when you got two guys on the other side of the street now they're pulling a rope.
Invisible tug of war.
Yeah, invisible
Yeah.
rope.
Now this summer, is anybody doing a urban crawl in their city?
I'll probably do one.
Okay.
I'll probably get one together.
We're doing a camping crawl and an urban crawl, or urban crawl, then a camping crawl.
Do you usually do it at night or during the day?
We start right before, like 30 minutes before sunset.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Depends
that
on
might
where
be a
we're
good
at, because since we're wherever we crawl, it's gonna be some sort of sunset. So we always like to go 30 minutes before sunset. So I think we're gonna try to do it. There's a place in Richmond called Bell Island, and it's just a whole bunch of rocks in on the James River. We're gonna try to do that, but the water's too high right now.
I don't know why.
And I don't know why either.
I
it
Rain
might
a
be
little?
just me.
want to do one again this year, but I think I'm going to do it closer to dusk or when the night goes. I would love to do a bar hopping night crawl or urban crawl. In
No,
other
I
words,
want
you
to
go
get a
to a
ticket for
bar,
drinking and driving.
you drink, and then you keep walking, go to another bar, and you drink some more, and then go to another bar and drink some more, and see how many people you got at the end of the day.
See how many broke RC cars you got.
Yeah,
So-
what you got left is a bus full of drunks to bring home at the end.
Yeah, that's what you
Well,
got.
if
Can't
you want to
remember
do
where
that,
they left their RC.
if you want to do that, just go to the gauntlet this year.
Right?
What are you talking about, Joe?
Go to Beat the Creek.
Wait a minute, Big Dick Creek, I thought there was no alcohol
There isn't.
allowed.
Not during the day.
What? They're having a special theme at Beat the Creek this year.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, they are.
How are you gonna say no alcohol when the theme is moonshine or bootleg?
Yeah, they're having a moonshine thing, and it says right there on the rules, no alcohol or drugs allowed on site.
Let's see. Once all the vendors are
Nice hobby.
closed up, then everybody starts bringing out the man pop.
What's up, Javier?
How you doing, Javier?
I'm going to
Welcome
visit
in.
my family in the
Work on
Bronx,
that
New York.
there.
Also-
New York this summer. I'm doing the ghetto crawl.
Also, the guy that organized this bootleggers thing is not anyone that runs Beat the Creek. It's Dan Davidson from Beef Tubes.
Okay.
So he's a sponsor vendor. So he's not Joe or Chris. He's the one that Chris just said, "Okay, that's your theme. Cool." But
Because-
he's not the one that came up with it. It was Dan Davidson, who is the beef tubes guy.
Because beside my tent, I was hoping to do a campsite, a miniature one tent campsite, because I am going to bring my camper. I am going to bring my Winnebago, and I was going to bring, I have a 10 scale tent and also a pop-up tent, like the one I'm going to have.
Oh, like a
So-
pop-up canopy.
Yeah, the pop-up canopy. So I have all that. So I was going to bring that and set up a little campsite. I have, you know, when it's your anniversary and people set up like 50 flamingos, pink flamingos in your yard.
No,
I bought one of those bags. So I got like hundreds of them. So I was going to set them up and just do that for the campsite.
that would be cool.
So I was
I
going
want
to
to
do
say
that.
something so bad. You
But
know
then
what?
I saw the moonshine thing. I go, oh shit! Now I got to make a moonshine thing and put that in my campsite also. But I don't think I'll have time to do the
You'll be
moonshine.
seeing pink flamingos if you drink the moonshine.
So
That's pink elephants.
Well, not at Beat the Creek.
so if anybody has time to build a little moonshine little setup, we can put it in that campsite.
Already did.
You already did one. Okay.
Yeah, he was putting it the other day.
Okay. Cool.
This is another guy I met at the last swap meet. He said he's gonna bring a moonshine thing. He's going somewhere and he's gonna have it autographed and then he's going to Beat the Creek.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can make a long. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'll make a long stop on the way back. Because I know after Beat the Creek, I'm gonna want some moonshine, so I'm gonna have to head down to Tennessee, get something, come back home.
I might have you covered.
Okay. Because when I was in Sevierville, oh man.
Hold on, let me get my real face on here. You mean like blueberry pie?
Moonshine.
You mean like blueberry pie?
My favorite sarsaparilla.
Oh yes.
Oh, that tastes like root beer.
That is
Exactly what
similar
it is.
tasting to root beer.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Did you have any of that at the Gauntlet?
No, that was some.
We went sailing with the captain to go.
Yeah. Captain took us for a an all night
3-hour
tour.
tour.
Why did you give pink flamingos?
A shitload of them.
That's all right. You know what? You should
I
still
can take-
set them up because I mean that's just
Yeah,
just
exactly.
do
Just do
it.
it because
So it's only the 9th year anniversary. So I'm gonna have 9 flamingos, or should I put more?
Just
You
put
need to
'em
put like maybe you need to glue some like toothpicks on it in them tanks so they can stick in the ground.
They got the sticks. He's
They
holding
got
No,
on
the
it's
to it.
still
sticks?
thick. It's just like it is a little trickier when you got tall grass to put
Yeah.
them. They work very good on sand, but on grass it's kind of a little trickier.
oh,
to
we can fix that.
Was that cake decorations?
I can't remember if they're cake decorations, but they do stand up fine on.
Oh, he's gonna
Javier will
walk
feel
away
like he's
from
still in Florida.
He's gonna walk away from it.
And you guys are not allowed to steal them. You can't walk away with them.
You're gonna walk
Gonna
away
be-
from your
They're
tent.
gonna fly away. What are you talking about?
They're gonna
As soon
be
as you see
all
us out
over
on the
your
trail, there'll just be
campers.
a pink flamingo in the bed.
Oh, that was weird. It was, what was it? It was sometime last year in the summertime. When the hurricane came through, we had fucking pink flamingos up here.
Oh yeah.
Because I guess they got a whole bunch of animals, a whole bunch of birds got caught in the hurricane and just kind of relocated.
migrated?
I'm like,
Went for a
I
ride.
wake up in Florida, I need to go the fuck back to Virginia.
I guess I need to get my brother to print me a little 3D sign that says happy birthday so I can put it beside the flamingos.
Hmm.
Or maybe I just look at cake decoration, small cake decoration. I should be able to find something.
Yeah,
Could
you
it
should give him a
be
happy birthday. So.
Brian Wood.
Well, Javier, if you go to Beat the Creek, I'll see you there for the first time. I'll see you in real life. I'm going there.
Be scared. Be very scared.
I said that last week, but I got to do it. I gotta do a list to make sure I don't forget anything and start putting some stuff away this weekend. To
Yeah,
make
start
sure
putting
packing
stuff
now.
You're
in bins
always
now.
gonna forget something. Always.
Start packing now.
I'm about to say,
You
bro, I
should have
done
started
started
packing like
packing
2
now.
weeks ago.
Like y'all actually sitting on top of the damn tent right now. That was the tent.
Oh no, my tent is in a box with all my other camping stuff sitting in the door I'm sitting in the closet in my front door. So all I gotta do is just grab it and throw it in there. I'm trying to get all my shit ready so I can leave as soon as possible.
Josh,
Yes,
tomorrow
Dennis.
I'll have the new canopy.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
So
Very
Tony and
nice.
I are going to get it tomorrow.
I got mine too. Excited.
Finally.
And
Talking
Javier,
about a real canopy or a scale canopy?
Real.
Oh shit, we're gonna have a lot of canopies. Because my Jeep has a canopy and I'm bringing another canopy.
and
I
I
You're
have
gonna
a
be
canopy.
drinking. You're gonna have a lot of canopies.
I'll have 2 of them set up. So
Tent City.
Yep.
Canopies.
Jason
And-
knows what that is too. Boy, Tent City, woo, we got everything in there.
And if anybody's going there and want channel stickers, I did buy a shitload of them, and Dennis has got them. Hopefully, he won't forget them. And
Well,
I can
they're-
actually.
they're over here with the stuff that I have to take.
Okay.
Let's hope we don't forget that too.
There's a
Write
box
that
I
down.
forgot.
Write that down.
I hope Joe
Yeah.
brings his radio so I don't have to let him use one of mine again.
Oh shit. One time. One time.
He's got a tendency of forgetting radios.
One time. Jesus.
How do you forget a radio? Everybody forgets batteries, but how do you forget a radio?
Sean
You know what
forgot the radio.
Well, you know what the problem with that was is like it's the Noble Pro. So I had it off in the corner charging. And it wasn't with everything else. And that was the mistake.
You were so mad, dude.
I was pissed
I guess.
because I didn't remember it till I was like 45 minutes away.
That was a bad day for you too, because like forgot your radio. We're trying to bind it to mine, and then you draw first on
Oh,
the
that was
second course.
bullshit. That pissed me off. I even pleaded with that guy. I was like, look, dude, I've never been here before. And not only did I start first on the first round, I started first on the second
Pictures of
round too.
face
Right.
suckers.
I was like, why don't you flip that shit around?
Yeah.
Oh, that was that Show Me Your Hobbies comp?
No, down
The
at
$1,000
Bullman Racing.
bull ring.
Oh,
Bull Ring. There you go, Bull Ring.
I'll leave you guys alone for a minute or
Pictures
two. I
of
got to run to
alien
the
face
boys' room,
suckers.
and I'll be right back.
Keith, you can talk about the weather.
Yeah.
Take care, Josh.
have a
We'll
good-
see you at Beat the Creek, buddy.
Yep.
Pictures of face suckers.
What are
Yeah,
you
it's
doing
gonna
back
be
here?
a city
See,
slash
Josh.
campground for sure.
I just see Mitch keep moving around to all these different tables and stuff, but I don't see
What
a
the
CNC
fuck?
machine. Sorry. We're just talking about his table.
The good old faithful power
Pictures of
supplies.
the alien face
Stop
sucker.
working. So I saved the wire in case I wanted to.
Yay!
It's face hugger, Keith.
Oh, face hugger. I said face
Yeah.
sucker.
Oh, I
Yes.
took the
Yeah.
I took
Oh, but
the,
it came out face hugger.
I took the Ecto out this morning. Oh,
Javier said we're putting out booby traps, claymore mines, and setting up 50 cal all around our campground.
hell, we might dig some trenches, put some spikes, stick some bitches.
Put them
some
under
razor-
Tank's flamingos. That'll mark the booby traps.
They have some razor wire and some spotlights too.
What we do is just all the trucks that we do for the night run, we use those as spotlights.
So Javier, we bringing the RC MRAP.
Right?
Viewer, you're muted unless you're not talking to us.
Who?
I think he's singing a song. He
Yeah,
might
he
be
going
driving.
in.
I was singing, I'll be smoking. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be smoking. I smoke it to the east.
Almost got one chassis played off.
The rift is complete. That's ready for Beat the Creek too.
So you got two cars ready.
Nah,
Two.
got like 5 cars ready.
Did you take the rift out and test it?
Yeah, that's why I muted myself, because the dog go crazy once he hear the fan. So I was fucking with him. And then I backed up and hit my ankle, and it was like, okay, that's enough of that, or I'll be on crutches at Beat the Creek. Because that thing is heavy. I didn't know it was like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, just think it beat the creek last year. David had the rift, right? Dennis?
He had his bomber, probably.
Or
I think he
whoever.
brought- Oh no, that was his buddy's son brought the rift.
Yeah, he got smacked himself in the leg going through that tunnel trying to go around it.
Yep.
I'm printing out a invisible selfie stick for this, so I can stick it on top of my TRX4, because that's the only thing that can hold the 360 camera.
Oh, yeah.
How do you know if the print's doing good?
Oh man.
But I gotta put it on a TRX4. That's the only thing that'll hold it.
What's up with Javier? He's saying he's putting booby traps and claymore mines and setting up a 50 cal around his campground over there.
Yeah, to keep the riffraff out.
Oh,
And the Canadians.
And the
Yeah.
Canadian.
We're gonna
He doesn't
do
want any
shifts.
visitors, looks like.
Gonna be on high alert.
set up an observation point.
Right?
So
And a checkpoint.
so then we come up with the idea we could take some of the flamingos and we can mark out all the landmines with flamingos.
Yeah, but then you'll blow up all the flamingos. Hey, Just RC, how are you doing?
What's up,
Flamingo
Jeff?
down.
What's
Flamingo
up, Just
down.
RC?
Just start see what's going on.
A loss
No
of
flamingo will be
better than
left
a loss of
behind,
a red
Tank.
only.
What's up, everybody in the chat?
I should
Tank.
weigh I should weigh my bag of flamingos to see how many I lose by the time I come back.
No flamingo will be left behind, Tank.
I'll be watching the stream here, and all of a sudden I'll see a little flamingo in the background of you guys on the shelves.
That's a souvenir, man.
We're all gonna take one and double side tape it to our hood, so when we go in through the barn and
True.
take the river raft across the pond, we know where we're at.
Shit, if I had some pink filament, I'd paint out some pink flamingos. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay. Maybe I
I think I
should
got some
do
glow in the
something.
dark filament.
If you do the tractor pull and you pull more than me, if you beat me, in other words, I'll give you guys a pink flamingo. That's your prize.
Mm.
I know for some people it's going to be very easy.
Oh, damn, this is TPU.
I'm really upset I'm not gonna be there when Flamingo. It's so sad.
Did not hear anything you said. It was too
Say kind of
reverberation.
bummed out he's not gonna be there because he really want a pink flamingo.
Oh. What do you mean you're not going to be there? It's too far from you?
I don't even own a crawler, bro.
You don't own a crawler.
You
Hey,
know we bring
don't,
crawlers for Mitch.
you don't need a crawler. Just come and see us. We have spares to borrow.
There'll be plenty.
And you have to
Plenty of
take the
wheels.
slowest one.
Oh, okay. So you probably want me to be the slow guy.
Our
See how the
trucks,
other
our trucks are so fast that you can actually walk beside them a little faster than our trucks are.
here. We'll let you use this one.
Yeah. Where's it?
Yes.
You can see how the other side lives.
Yeah,
You need
can
to
use
paint that,
one.
John, and we need to run it in the barn.
Oh, that'll be the end of that.
John doesn't have any money in that, if I remember right.
That should run in the barn easy.
Oh,
That
no,
was
there's
the
some
email
sharp.
submission win truck, wasn't it, John?
Yeah.
That would be sweet to see in the barn.
That,
The only thing I
That
don't think,
Jemiah, the
you think it'll be wide enough to go across the hoses?
I think the
What's
tracks
the
are
wheelbase?
just as
Or the
wide
width?
as your other truck.
Yeah, as long as it's around 9 inches, it should be good.
Yeah, let me find it.
Go ahead, Keith.
Hmm?
I said, go ahead, Keith. Get it out.
Yeah.
I left it
had 9
alone.
inches. He wish he had 9 inches.
I left it alone. I didn't want to seem racist.
Oh shit. Yeah, Susan had my wife had a MRI this morning and they got some rocks and I took the echo out there. It just is amazing. But it does need front weight. Because there were some rocks I should have got over that I couldn't get over. And when I put my cell phone underneath it worked great. So but I don't need all that much weight. But yeah, I love the echo.
It was a good choice that we had you get that one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You could also just add some preload to the rear shocks to compensate until you get some.
Okay, I said I was going to take this in the barn, but you said, what do I need for wheelbase in the front for it to pass?
If you're between 8 and 9, you should be good on all the hoses and stuff.
So from one side of the truck wheel to the other side of the wheel, I got 7 3/4.
It'll be tight.
Challenge accepted.
He did it again.
Oh, I can
Make
try.
sure I
I can-
stop at Home Depot and get me one of them big umbrellas.
Oh no, I'm gonna bring my hard hat. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring my my timber hat that I still have, my helmet.
You guys should combine it and just have an umbrella hat.
No, because I need to have beer in that. If I'm gonna wear a hat, it has to have some kind of liquid in it.
I don't
Especially like alcoholic liquid.
I will not back down from a challenge. I will try to see where it can go, but if it can't pass, just can't pass.
I know AR-60s are too wide for the hoses.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, well, I tried to run the
With the
Rancho.
hoses.
It just kept slipping off one side of the fire hose to the other.
And which portion are those hoses at?
All through it. They're
Oh yeah?
Everywhere.
right at the
level
beginning to climb up in front of the barn.
3. I think there's 3 spots.
Okay.
Yeah, there's three or four at least, because you got the 2 cross sections inside the barn.
There's
Right
an
at the
upper
beginning. Right at the beginning, when you're coming through, you go up the hoses to go over the opening of the barn in the side. Because then you slide down the tubes,
Lot
go
of
in,
hoses
turn
there.
left, climb it, go across the chicken wire through the basket, then you go up hoses across, around, and then hoses across again.
Damn, a lot of
Yeah.
hoses.
Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
So that's where all the hoses at.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
where all
the hoses in the
at.
barn.
Oh yeah, I'll be there Thursday.
Friday.
When you get there, take me straight to the barn, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday.
It's course 4, right? Or trail 4, right, Joe?
It is.
Got
The
Yeah,
barn.
trail
Yeah.
4 is the barn.
No, yeah.
Trail 1's the creek.
I think Trail 2 is the longest out of all of them right now.
I think
And is
I
it-
think the creek's the longest now since they added to it last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, but who
Well,
knows? What are they doing
it's
with the
hard to tell.
trails? You know, they making
my
it
God.
longer? They making it
They
shorter?
They might change it and make it longer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I think opening the section that they couldn't do 2 years ago, they opened it up back up last year, added
Yeah.
quite a bit to it.
Did.
Now, from what Joe told me Saturday, on the other side of Trail 2, when you come down the property line where he extended parking,
Mm-hmm.
when you get to that back corner,
Mm-hmm.
the field on the other side of that property, where that arrow's pointing, he just rented that too. So
Oh, nice.
that far right corner, the far corner where everybody's packed in there,
Right.
probably going to be an open passage to get in there for everybody else.
Oh, that's gonna kill that one group that always camps there.
Yes, exactly. Because I remember the first year that I went, when you come down Trail 2, where they do the speed run,
Hmm.
that was just a tree line. And then last year he had that open to get in there with campers and everybody else. So he's doing
It had a
the same thing with
it
that.
had a small opening, but yeah, it wasn't. It was there was a gate there.
Yeah, so now at the far end of the property where that field is, he just rented that. So I think that's an additional 30 or 35 acres.
Yeah,
For
which we'll
more
probably
people
have for
to settle.
parking.
Yeah, that's going to be more camping down there. And he's
the
going to take Vendors Row from being from the barn to like the edge of the pond.
Is he gonna run a long ways?
Yeah, I think he's turning it with there being
Makes sense.
65 or 66 vendors.
Makes sense, and you don't feel like you're too far away from everything if you're camping at one end or the other.
Right.
Because
And
he uses the lot by the barn mostly for day people that are leaving.
yes. Yeah, he's got the small one there and then the one next to it that's up on the hill.
Yeah.
I was really surprised that people up there were camping for the whole weekend. Because there was still quite a bit down at the far end by Trail 2 on the backside. There was
Yeah.
quite a bit of opening down there.
But it's a little uneven
Right.
down. Wake up rolling out the front of your tent.
Or wake up 3/10 over because you're already rolled out.
Right.
And he didn't say if he was taking out the rally track that's down there to accommodate more camping, or if he's just going to leave it alone. Well, that's not looking good there, Sarge.
Oh,
That's the fusion chassis that I snapped. Right on the screw hole. Interesting place for it to snap. And it did it on both sides, so I think it was defective.
Was that right at the edge of the skid, like at the back of the skid, where the screw?
No, this is right around where the front
TMS
like
is.
mount where you can put a like a battery tray or battery up there, or when your servo mounts, it's like in that area. That's where it snapped at.
Okay.
Yep, literally right underneath that area is where all those screws mount up. But yeah, easy swap so far to swap everything back.
So you already received a new set of rails?
Oh yeah, I got it like on Monday. I just haven't gotten around to it because I built that Tamiya for my buddy. But yeah, the Tamiya took me like 3 hours or something like that.
You just pop on one side off at a time.
Yep, one side off
Yep.
completely, everything. I did the motor side first because it's more intensive to get to the screws and all that. The other side should be fairly easy, but I'll still have to leave their motor removed to get to the inner screws that hold the motor plate on to the chassis. So outside of that, that's the hardest part. Everything else is super easy.
Cool.
Well, that's the
Just
nice thing
line all
about
the screws up in the right spots.
that's the nice thing about the way that they set up the Fusion chassis is you don't have the motor plate going through the arch on the front shock tower.
Nope.
So you don't
This is
have to
nice.
separate it to get all that apart.
Yep. Makes it super simple. And since I had this apart, I went ahead and took the transmission apart, greased up some stuff in there, did the two pinions in each diff. They were both loose when I took them apart, and I did Loctite them, so they should be good.
Now, if you take a little dab of crazy glue and put it on the carbon fiber, you can squeeze them back together and sell it. But don't tell them they were broken before, just sell them.
Oh man,
Heat shrink it, drill a hole through, or
Yeah.
cut a hole. Yeah.
yeah, you could do that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I just put that on there just to protect it.
Yes.
Or you could send that chassis to Mitch and he'll copy it on the aluminum.
True.
Good
I'm willing
idea.
to do that. If somebody wants to do that, I'll send it to them. Yeah, I don't care.
And then you
What
could
is it,
have the
carbon
aluminum.
I
fiber?
already sent them all their pictures. They said they wanted pictures of it and all that. Well, I'm gonna send them the broken pieces after I got them off like they are now. So they said they're gonna use it for their research purposes to improve the product later.
Okay.
But if they're having issues because the carbon fiber is too thin, either Mitch could run a thicker carbon fiber or make an aluminum plate out of it.
Yep. And I think personally, just a slightly bit thicker carbon fiber would probably do this wonders because here's a brand new one.
Is there anything obstructing it if you thicken the frame up right there so it didn't have such a tight angle between the
No,
screw?
no, I don't think so. No.
So you could
You may
actually
have
just
the
widen the rail.
yeah.
Is it 2 millimeter carbon fiber right now, or 1.5?
Let me check it
One,
real quick.
1.5.
Let me grab my little. I think it's two.
If it's two, that's the reason. It should be at least three.
I'm measuring three. Three. Yeah, it's three.
Hey,
So yeah, it's still cracked right there. I think somebody put this together and cranked down on it in that spot
Or tighten
on
it.
both sides.
Oh, they had a calibrated elbow. It was over
Yep.
torque.
Yep. That's what I think happened.
Once
There's no
you
other real
get it
explanation because I never took any crazy hits with this thing or nothing. So it wouldn't make any sense.
It still shouldn't split unless it's a design flaw.
Exactly.
And that's why they're looking for the research.
Yep. So I'm gonna send this pictures to them. If they want it, I'll send it to them. But if somebody wants this and use it to do some custom stuff for people, make something.
So Sawzall blades make really nice frame
Oh
frame
yeah.
bonders.
I was thinking about doing that on here. Putting some in here to make it a little bit more rigid in just that spot to hopefully prevent that if it ever tries to occur again.
Yeah.
The size of the frame, though, you could just take a hacksaw blade too. It'd
Yeah.
still be the same spring steel.
Yeah, and instead of doing it again in carbon fiber, you could do it in G10, which is actually stronger than the carbon fiber.
Yeah.
And
It'll-
lighter.
Yeah, it'll burn up the bits a little bit quicker, but you can run the G10 and it'd be a lot better.
What the heck is G10?
It's a fiberglass polymer instead of a carbon fiber.
Yeah, it's compressed fiberglass. It's got metal shavings in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was used for mainly for scales on a knife, handles on a knife, but now they're using it for bodies. I mean, not bodies, but chassis.
They use it for a lot of stuff now.
Oh yeah, well, Yeah, more than that now, but
A lot of people didn't like G10 because it was more flexible if you didn't run as many supports through it.
Right.
Like if you were running a axle mounted servo truck, you had to run chassis braces because if you didn't have your chassis mounted servo plate and all that stuff, the chassis would flex. Whereas the carbon fiber is a little more rigid.
then it's that new update came out for the MT-12 for HTX.
All right.
They changed a lot.
Can you just like send me a screenshot of the one that I need to get?
Mm,
It's going to be the highest number.
Oh,
So
Send them the Japanese one.
so who knows the guy that owns Beat the Creek the best? Who
Dennis,
knows
probably.
it? Dennis?
mm, I've talked to him a little bit more only because, being on vendors row with Lanyards by Tony and then
And what's his name?
Joe,
Joe.
how?
Joe? Okay, yeah, I think I've seen some of his posts. Maybe you can
HAUKE.
I can try to invite him for next week and we can talk about Beat the Creek all next week before we go.
You will not get him.
Oh no?
You might get Chris,
You
though.
do his friend Chris.
Okay.
He's the one that will jump on the live and
Spokesman.
talk about it.
Lundgren?
Joe gets
Chris
everybody
Lundgren?
together.
Lindgren.
Yeah, Lundgren.
Yeah, Joe will get everybody together. He'll give them a complete itinerary of what's got to be done and how it's got to get done. Chris is the one that coordinates and gets everybody where they need to be.
Okay.
And didn't Crawler Cult have one of the girls that works there on their show the other night?
Yes. They had the girl that actually does the registration when you pull in and sign up or sign in. She was
Mhm.
on.
That his
See
wife.
him on Miss Minnie.
Well, if you have time, Dennis,
Oh
send
no, that wasn't
me
his
his
wife.
full name so I can actually try to contact him this week to see if he wants to come in next week. Next
Okay.
Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday might be good. They should be winding down a little bit as far as getting the trails finished up and getting everything cleaned up and ready
Okay.
because it's exactly 2 weeks from today.
Yep. And next Thursday is going to be
tomorrow
1
is
week,
Friday, isn't it?
1 week away from it. And
Yeah, so
just for some people, if people are listening right now, on Thursday the 2nd, there will be no RC talk. In theory, there will be one, but it's going to be on KBRC 13's channel. He's going to take over RC talk for that day.
It'll
Do one
be
PT at
weather,
PTC live.
be weather talk.
I heard the
internet's horrible.
internet's not that good.
You know that.
Weather talk, I love it.
I'm gonna try to bring my my Verizon Wi-Fi. So
I had mine last year and it didn't work.
Verizon's bad there too.
yeah.
I could try because in theory, if I can start it, it's actually Zoom that streams to YouTube and not me. My
Right.
stream does go here to Zoom, but Zoom actually streams to YouTube.
Yeah, you go
So
ahead and do that, Tony.
Right, but internet service, even cell service itself, is not the best right there.
oh yeah,
No.
There's a lot around you, and even though you're up quite a bit on one of the smaller mountains, it's pretty bad.
And the thing about this too is the more people you have, that's less service you're going to be able to get because everybody's gonna be trying to get to that one cell tower. So
But Thursday would just be vendors. It wouldn't be as many people.
right.
yeah,
Right,
true.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, because I know last year, a lot of the vendors that had the card readers couldn't use them because service was so bad.
Oh, yeah.
And having that storm that came through early Sunday morning just crushed all hopes of even being able to do anything with service.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't dial 911 if you needed to. It wouldn't work. But it's hit or miss. It depends on where on the property you're at.
Okay.
Yeah. If you go back down towards where that track is, then you have service back down that way.
Well, Joe, just get a very tall antenna and connect it to your internet provider.
Yeah. We'll play around with it, see if we can't get something working.
What's the matter, Kurt?
Kurt's next
What's
type
going on
of
with Kurt?
video is going to be beat the curb.
Yeah.
Kurt's still trying to
Yeah.
find which bearing goes where on his Tamiya kit. If you guys watched this build video, I think there was 20 minutes of B3, B2, BB2, BB3.
I just look at the
B2?
dang picture and run with it. I'm like, oh, I can see that. I can see that. There you go.
Find the one that fits.
Yeah.
The hard part for me is just finding it because sometimes they have those things jumping all over the place in the Tamiya manual. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
We were offline and he was asking me a question about his thing, and he actually put the A arm backward in the back, so he's actually got long wheelbase, but he needed short wheelbase. So he's got to he took his A arm off and flip it. So, but before I told him he had to do that, he posted some things on Facebook, and I almost commented on there, that wheelbase does not look right. Like, you screwed up. I almost wrote that, but I didn't.
Short on one side, long on the other.
Yep.
Turns left, great.
Yeah, Brendan, I don't think any of us have a Starlink.
No.
No. No need.
Yeah, Starlink would be good. That's the one that works off a satellite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty decent.
If it wasn't so expensive to get set up on that.
Okay.
But there's 3 times a year you'd use it?
Right.
Right.
If that.
It's not worth it. The long run.
Nice hobby.
Javier said we should be okay. We're relocating a Pentagon satellite to put over our campground for communications.
There we go. He's got the power.
Yeah,
All I
last
know
year
is
when
the-
I came in, I was running the navigation in my truck, and as soon as you get close to his driveway, everything goes dead.
Oh, yeah.
Phone,
Yep.
your navigation, everything. It just goes dead. You have nothing. It's like,
It's a crossover. It's not a truck.
Yeah, it's like approximating your location.
Well,
just recalculating over and over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a Canadian phone with Canadian service, so I should be good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Until you hit Ohio.
you'll
Maple
be
Leaf
good until
Mobile
you get out
will
of
reach out wherever it needs to go.
New York.
Make sure you bring your analog map.
Analog map.
Yeah. Paper map, right?
Oh,
Or get you a Garmin.
No, I'll get you a trip check from AAA.
Kurt says Tamiya is not the best with the manual.
They are
The
not.
problem is
He
not the
said
manual,
manual.
it's the
Also
person.
either.
It's the person eating it. That's the problem.
You can't
I
see
mean,
too
I have
good
no problems
anyways
with
right
them,
now.
but I don't like how some of them jump around. That Kyosho
Yes.
one, they were
Yeah,
jumping
they
around
do.
in that sucker.
Yeah,
I was like, what the
Tamiya
heck
too,
is
they
going
make
on?
you jump around on the Tamiya one, especially if the wheelbase is different or you got to do something different. It tells you, okay, for this kit, go there. For this kit, go there.
Yeah, I like with the one I was telling you where I had basically look at, there's 3 pages of chassis, and I'm like, wait, which one do I have? And I'm looking at
Yeah.
it. I'm like, okay, I see now. I have this wheelbase. Like you were saying, look at the manual, but the box talked about it too. So I was looking at the box and the manual. I'm like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
It's telling me I have the long wheelbase, so I need to use this piece. It was still kind of weird, you know.
And I see Nightbot's reminding us all that Brad's favorite RC brand is Tamiya.
Even though he's not here.
Yes,
We talked about building Tamayas. Tank showed all of his email clips, and he's not here.
that's correct.
Yeah, that doctor's appointment.
Where is Brad? He sent me some stuff to
He
watch
doesn't have a
earlier.
doctor's
Probably the same
appointment at
thing.
10 o'clock at night.
Tomorrow
no.
at 10
There
o'clock
he is.
tomorrow.
Look at that. It's Brad Guru.
And
I
Brad
know.
pops up. Look at that. Guru Brad. That's funny.
Feel like, yeah, exactly, Dennis. I was gonna say, feel like you should be close to the phone doing this.
Oh, wait a minute. No.
Brad probably watching right now. Yelling at the phone.
F you, Dennis.
I
F
don't
you,
do it
Dennis.
like that. That's not how I do it.
Oh, I'll show you guys something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, will you?
Sent this to Brad. It's a 60 amp ESC
Yeah, Javier.
proof for
Oh, yeah.
$7.50.
What?
What is it on Temu?
Is that on AliExpress?
AliExpress. And it does say here shipping is $1.99 or free over $10.
So get 2.
Brad
Yep.
sent me an
Give me
email.
about 4 of those.
reply. He says, this is great, but how much is shipping?
He asked me to ask Tank too. I
It's
said,
written.
okay.
It's
Oh,
written right
Thanks,
there.
Tank.
So you either buy 2 or you pay $1.99 for shipping.
Yeah. And then
I
a
said,
month later you'll get it, maybe.
But
I
it's
will
just
ask Tank.
It's worth it for him.
it's a
He just sit there and
small
wait.
ESC that does should do pretty good for him.
Looks
Yeah.
like a 1080 copycat.
Yeah,
Right?
Or 10, yeah, it's a 1060.
1060, sorry, not
1060
1080, but
copycat.
1060. And it's
So
already got a
Beans.
Dean's for him because he runs Dean's. So I found this was a very good price, so I sent him to him right away. I said, "Hey, this is great." Like,
Well, hell yeah, I might get a couple of them.
You get it by
So I
May
can
5th.
have a couple.
I even said to myself, maybe I should pick up a couple for myself too, or maybe order 2 and send it to Brad. I said, "Oh, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to start this."
Tank, put that in the WhatsApp, will you?
Okay.
Yeah, G-Wave, RC 4-wheel drive, and I can't remember the other brand, but there's 3 major.
He's a
brands.
knockoff version.
No, they use the quick run 1060s. They all use that
Oh, okay.
that hobby wing.
Nice.
First, I'm busting your balls because you love to bust everyone's balls.
Thank
But
you.
secondly, in the front of the manual, the bearings match the size on here.
Yep.
And they show you like the difference between the plastic and the metal if you have the optional bearings. That's how I figured it out when I swapped over to bearings.
He said, so now what's your excuse?
It does not say the size. It doesn't say like 5 by 10 by 3 or whatever.
Now, another thing I found on social media today was this.
What the hell? Come on, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
I did not want to see
Somebody
the picture
posted
right
this
now.
one. When your tractor sleds blow up, this is what happens.
Oh my God.
Thought I'd finish the stream tonight with a big bang. So there you
Got you on
Well, that was,
YouTube. I'm watching you right now, Tank. Just so that
We might get in trouble, who knows? But they're just
Let me speak to
cartoons.
your manager.
There you go. All for fun.
People that are reading, people that are building a Tamiya have to.
Well, I do mention that when I start building the Tamiya and show them the manual, I say first thing you have to do is read the manual, but not just that one. Look at the other one also, and it actually tells you the wheelbase and a couple of things to watch. So you do have to pay attention. It's just because the kit can do multiple version, you got to be careful which version you're building.
So
Yeah, like
his,
sorry, go ahead, Keith.
so his kit was the same as mine, Bone Beetle, right?
No.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the
This
short
is the
wheelbase
Porsche,
TTO.
right? Yeah.
Porsche TTO2.
Oh, okay.
But the problem with the TTO2, you can have 3 different wheelbase with it.
Yeah, my Bone Beetle has 3 different
Yes.
wheelbases.
Most of all
And
the Tamayas have 3 different wheelbase.
and you can adjust the ride height
Yes.
by flipping, because like the rallies are different than a regular one.
One side done.
And on his also, you have the carrier that for the wheel, the shaft, the wheel shaft.
Mhm.
2 of them are longer. And he needs to put that because the hex is thicker because his car is wider at the back. So the Porsche
Right.
has a wider stance in the back. But he didn't do that. He just put the regular one there.
Mm.
And he says he used one of those on another kit because he bent it. So he said, I got the spare one in my other kit. So he took the
Right.
part and put it on his other car. But the problem is now he's got one missing.
The axle cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, Kurt. I thought I
That's
was
fine,
bad
Kurt.
building.
My problems.
I built 2 Tamiya kits, Kurt.
So I had
They
a
are
bit of a,
definitely- Sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, Jay.
I had a bit of a scare this week from this little bad thing right here, and these little Traxxas ass batteries.
Uh-oh.
No balance plug. You can't check them. Can't
Mhm.
discharge them unless you add a balance plug. Cut your cord, your charger USB, put a 2S balance plug in it so you can still use the charger and charge your battery with it. Or you can plug it into the battery, still use your cell checker. Check the cells in them, and then you can charge them and discharge them through the JST. But I had one of them swell,
Oh, yeah.
7 months old.
Hmm.
Belt went poof.
Oh,
That wasn't even close to a poof.
It's swollen pretty good now.
that's what
Right
she
when I had
said.
that, when I had that, when I had that happen to my X Max, I was running it, bashing it, and one of the batteries just started smoking, and I'm like, oh man! I ran over there so
Well,
quick, dude. I was like, I'm not about to lose this thing.
I knew it was.
Ripped it out, threw it in a puddle.
I knew it was down because I had used it and had to, ESC shut it down, lipoed it out. So I knew it was close, but
Okay.
I had it in the truck, was tinkering with it and was testing some things with it, and I could smell it. And I touched it, and it was warm and was swollen, and took it outside.
Mm.
But just not being able to test it or discharge it, and I can't believe that there's a product out there like that with no way of doing it.
Made
Do it
by
on
such
purpose,
a
though.
New.
Mitchell would have gorilla taped that thing back up and ran it at 100 mph.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy.
I
Hey, Blaine
it.
just
Hill.
can't risk losing the house over something stupid like that.
Well,
Y'all know I'm
with,
scared of them things, man.
with any
Been through that.
batteries, you have to stay in the same room while you're charging them and always have a look at
100%.
them.
Yeah, but this was
100%.
sitting there doing nothing.
Okay. So it was,
I
you
wasn't
weren't charging it
charging.
or anything and you
Nope.
saw it swell
Nope.
up?
Wasn't plugged in. I mean, I don't know how long it was swollen up.
Okay.
I was putting. I bought CCXRC and found some more of those mighty Chihuahua Mini Reef 99 steering servos.
Yep.
And he had posted on Facebook that he had 4 of them for sale that he had found. So I nabbed one of them and was putting it in there, and that's when I noticed it.
Now, time out on this, Joe. How many times you found great deals and told us about it after you bought up the last fucking one?
Well, you know, I find it.
Like
I
these
buy it.
F10s are 180 bucks. I got the last one then.
Yeah, I noticed that too. You always get the last one.
I don't know if I got the last one because after I bought it,
I looked.
I went back.
I looked right after you said it. Or you finally sent it to us. I looked and they were sold out.
Well, they must have went quick because I think even that picture that I shared said 2 minutes posted on his Facebook. So
Yeah, I saw that post also.
You
I
shared
went
it.
right to. I went right to the website. I bought it, screenshot it, and shared with y'all. I'm sorry, fighters keepers a little bit.
That's okay.
A little bit. You got like 3
Whatever.
sets of F10s for 180 bucks.
There's more
Like,
on
oh,
sale right now. There's more on sale right now.
those are
Same
straight
price.
though, weren't portals.
No, there was portals on there the other day.
They were gone within.
On the
half
chop shop?
Well, yep. When he did what last Friday, he did the last before Beat the Creek release. There was 2 sets. There was 2 sets on there.
Oh, yeah.
There was one too low.
Yep. Yes, there was. Well, it was a China Tulo, I believe, wasn't it?
No, that was
What's
a
up,
regular
Sean?
PH Tulo.
I may have got it.
Welcome in.
Well, there you go. You did good then.
But I
Speaking of
didn't share it. Like, look
fires,
what I got. It's the last one.
there was a lipo fire here about 2 weeks ago, I think.
I didn't share that I bought the
I'm
axles.
messing with you, Joe.
You asked me about the axles, and I said, which ones? Like, they're not there no more. Well, what do you mean? Because I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I bought those damn things. That's why.
So we're going to start saying our goodbyes. But first of all, I just want to say something to Kurt. Kurt, I figured out on Zoom how to do share on a custom stream. And then you don't have to enter anything anymore. You just have to go to your YouTube and say go live. So no more copy paste. Everything works just like magic. It's fun. It's cool.
It automatically writes it, right? You hit share custom stream.
Yeah. Yeah. If you enter it on the website at a certain spot, you don't have to write it anymore. So
when you get back, Tank, you'll have to set me up.
Yeah. And like that, you can prepare your stream in advance to warn the people, like Tank is going live in 5 minutes or 2 hours or whatever with the graphic and everything. So it works fine. Okay, so let's start saying our goodbye. We're going to start with Mitchell.
Thanks for the invite once again. Thanks for hosting. Always a good time hanging out. Catch you on the next one. Keep them fast, brother.
Thank you. John Martin.
Thanks for having me, and see you on the next one.
Thank you very much. Jem's Hobby.
Thanks for having me, Kurt. TTO2 kits are complicated. It's okay, buddy. And hit the thumbs up on your way out, everyone.
Thank you. Guru.
Everyone hit thumbs up. And you know what it is. All skills matter.
Yes, they do, and especially Tamiya kits, right?
No, I meant like real RCs.
Oh, okay, okay.
He said scales, not brands.
All brand matter. Sergeant Jay,
Hey, another good Thursday night. Thanks for having us on here, everybody in the chat. Thanks for y'all coming to hang out, and look forward to the next one. See
sounds
y'all
good.
later.
Joe,
Thanks for letting me come in again tonight. And guess we won't see everybody next week, but at least maybe see most of you at Beat the Creek for the first time.
next week, yes, and 2 weeks, no.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got my weeks messed up. Sorry.
It's okay. You're just anxious. You're just
I
anxious.
am.
Don't be that person out there by yourself.
It's all right. I'll have the best spot.
Yeah, he's gonna go, where is everybody?
That's
Eric.
all right. I got the vacation days. It don't matter.
Okay. Go for it, Eric.
Oh, thanks for the invite. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Thank you. Dennis, Trail Crawler RC.
Thanks for the invite, Tank. It's always a good time hanging out with you guys. Chat, thanks for hanging out. And make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on the way out, and we will see you guys at Beat the Creek.
Thank you very much. Keith.
Hello.
You're not saying anything, Keith. You're muted.
Mm-hmm. 1 pill, 2 pill, 3 pill, 4 pill.
Tank be muting me.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's the YouTube thing. It's the Zoom. Because you probably weren't going to say RC related stuff. It probably muted you already. Again.
Uh-oh. Well, I said keep your RC muddy.
Okay.
Hamster
Go ahead. Say your
smiling.
goodbyes.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight and spending Thursday night with me and us again. We'll see you next week before Beat the Creek, and we'll try to get some people from Beat the Creek in here to talk to us about what's going to happen, what we're going to see, and have fun and try to get some information. See you all later. Go charge up some batteries and go out there and break something, because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun. Right, Brad?
No, I don't like breaking things. It's not fun.
It's fun.